Alright, what's up everybody? This is Jonathan with Boston Collectors, and in today's video, is it worth the price? Heavy Weapons Clone Trooper and BARC Speeder with the sidecar attached. Let's go ahead and dive into it. So, at $610, because I'm pretty sure you all see exactly what I see. Hoo-wee! Hot Toys, please relax, chill, ease up. Easy, all right? $610. Whew. Let's go ahead and break this down. Now we have the NRD set for $61, 8 number of payments. That's the max for this one. Don't forget to apply the payment plan. You don't want to have that problem where you have to go and contact customer service. We don't want that, right? Now, before we start diving into the photos and the description here, let's go ahead and see what's in the box. Very similar to Commander Oppo. If you've seen the last video, it's very similar, but slight tweaks and changes in certain aspects. Now we have 6 interchangeable gloved hands, a pair of pistol holding hands, a pair of grip hands, and 1 relaxed left hand, as well as 1 open right hand. You all know how I feel about this at this point. We also made a video on this. I don't understand why we can't have neutral hands in pairs. I don't understand why we can't have fists in pairs. They took away some hands here. They took away a couple. I don't see why they couldn't make up for that in pairs. This is very, very frustrating for somebody who might be looking to spend $610 on this set. That's very frustrating. Moving on down to the weapons, we only have 1 rifle and 1 pistol. We don't actually get a pair of pistols for this one. And that's interesting, right? Weapons, 1 rifle, 1 pistol, but this is a heavy weapons clone trooper. We don't get that rotary cannon. We don't get the sniper. Heavy weapons, you know, but I digress. You get the figure stand with the Star Wars logo and the character nameplate included as well. Now with that, we also have the BARC Speeder. We've seen this with the previous one, but this one actually comes with a sidecar attachment. Now the BARC Speeder measures approximately 68 centimeters in length, 22 centimeters in width, and 25 centimeters in height, whereas the sidecar is almost half of those dimensions. Now I actually like the look of the sidecar personally, and this is the one that I would have wanted over Commander Oppo's BARC Speeder. Now with this one, I still feel like this one should have been separate as well instead of just Commander Oppo, because I'm pretty sure there are people who may not have space for this but really want that heavy weapons clone trooper, and he does look pretty damn good if you ask me. Without getting too far ahead of myself with that, we'll talk a little bit more on that in a bit. I do like the look of this speeder and the sidecar. We actually saw this in an episode on Clone Wars, so this vehicle does exist. I mean, granted, the paint job is slightly different. I mean, it's to match the 501st, right? But moving on to the clone trooper here, this character I've not seen in live action, nor have I seen in the cartoons. I've only seen this particular character actually in Battlefront 2. So for those of you who play the game, you definitely know who this is, or if you just picked it up, maybe you don't because you haven't opened them up yet. Let me know down below. I don't personally play, but I do own the game, and it made me go check it out to see if this trooper exists. It's also on the iOS Star Wars Galactic Defense game as well, so it exists in 2 different forms of media through video games. Obviously, we have the clone trooper there toggling the sidecar weapon, which I think is pretty cool. Chances are we'll be able to use the hands that come included with the clones previously, but I've said this before and I still might make a video on that, but I really do think we need a weapon pack or an accessories pack for the clone troopers, because there are a lot of weapons and things like this that I feel like they kind of overlooked when it comes to things like this, or some of the weapons, especially the Z6 rotary cannon. We don't have the right hands for that, but I digress. Getting back to the heavy weapons clone trooper, I still find it interesting that he didn't come with the Z6 rotary cannon, being a heavy weapons clone trooper. I do like the bag that come attached. I like the fact that he comes with that extra holster there as well. Again, it doesn't look like we have magnets in the feet or in the pedals, but overall this is the one that I personally would invest in over Oppo and the BARC Speeder. I know it's that extra $95 upcharge, but for 95 bucks you get that extra bag, you get the extra sidecar, and you don't have to have the sidecar attached if you don't want to. I think that that's also a really cool option as well. I just really wish that it could kind of float on its own, because I would like it separate personally. Plus it's a little it don't take up that much space, right? But it looks like here, I take it back. Looks like we have a podium here, so if you want, I'm wondering if this can detach in some way. It's got to, right? Because if it can do this, then I'm happy. I'm good to go. But I'm pretty sure at this point, like, everybody is wondering, why do they keep investing in the 501st? I mean, it's what we know, right? Through Clone Wars. But yes, we've seen so many other battalions You got the 212. You got so many others we would like to invest in, but when you look at a price tag like this, now tell me, would you invest in this again for the 212? With that color scheme though, 212 wouldn't be riding this. Ooh-wee, man, Hot Toys know what they're doing. This is making it hard for collectors right now. This is tough. $610. You cannot buy these separate, all in, take it or leave it. Is it worth the price? $610. You get a clone trooper, you get a vehicle, you get a side vehicle. This is also a pretty high upcharge as well, but as we all know, Sideshow, they have to make their money. This over in Hong Kong is $484.10. 610 with Sideshow. They got to make money, man. We can't hate them for trying to make some money. They can't sell it to us at that same price. But then when shipping kick in too, it's going to be even higher. This one is also £9, which is surprising. I feel like this is more of an estimate because I don't see how this is also £9 as well as Oppo with that extra car. I'm sorry, y'all. This is going to have to be another one. Do you have the space? This, I honestly think, is probably worth it more than Oppo. And I know it's at that extra $95 upcharge, but that Sidecar, if it can detach and you can do something else with that in your display, you got the clone trooper and you have the BARC speeder. You get the bag as well. You can make him look a certain way. You can give it to another clone trooper if you want. This is looking worth it more than Oppo is, but for $610, this isn't cheap, y'all. Payments start as early as September 5th, 2022. This is, as just a collector, I don't have the space for a vehicle like this. I don't have the space for one car, let alone two. I don't have that kind of space, y'all. So I'm gonna also have to say this isn't worth it. But if you have the space and you love clones, this is going to be worth it, especially more than Oppo, in my opinion. You can't pass up that extra sidecar. If it's detachable, you're in there, man. It's looking pretty damn good if you ask me. On top of that, the hands seem interchangeable with the other clones. If you have the 501st clones, even though they're painted blue, they look interchangeable from here. But a lot of us also don't like to switch up some of the clones for them to look too separate from each other, but some of us do. One more thing before we end though, the Pauldron as well, I thought was an interesting choice because it looks a little bit more screen, quote unquote, accurate than cartoon accurate. Commander Rex's Pauldron looks a little bit more animated-esque, in my opinion, versus this one I think actually looks a little bit cooler. Now, one more thing to note, we also only have one holster on the side for the pistol. He doesn't come with two, so you only get the one there. But let me know what you all think down below. $610. Are you picking it up? I already have it on pre-order. I have this one in Oppo on pre-order, so definitely expect those reviews when they start shipping. It's gonna hurt, man. Star Wars Celebration is getting expensive. Now, purchase responsibly. Enjoy the convention. It's getting scary, I know. But trust me, you are not alone. Stay tuned for more content. Don't forget to join us over on Discord if you're interested. We have a brand new community for you all to just join and, chat it up a little bit. $610. Ooh-wee. We'll catch you all in the next video.